It's completely okay to pack up all of your belongings and move to a new city, a new state, a new country. I'm all for that. Do you, baby? However, all the traumas and unprocessed emotions that you are so desperately trying to run away from will follow you wherever you go, and the same toxic cycles will continue to repeat themselves until you heal, baby. Yeah. You know how they say when you continue to do the same things over and over, expecting different results is essentially insanity, right? Well, that's the same thing as you trying to move to different places without really healing what's hurting you inside. You're expecting all of your trauma and repressed emotions to be healed, but you're not taking the time to actually heal them. Taking flights and buying new things is a form of therapy, but you need another form of therapy, babe, before you start that therapy, okay? Ooh, don't scroll. Did I strike a nerve because I addressed something that needs to be addressed, but you don't want to address? That's okay, baby. Sit back down because we're going to talk about it. And I'm not just saying that to be condescending. Like, I am literally in the midst of learning that same lesson as we speak. If you're new here, I've been going through a divorce, and in the process of that divorce and not receiving any financial support from my almost ex-spouse, I experienced a bout of homelessness. And finally, after reaching my breaking point, I reached out to relatives who offered me help. But the catch of taking that help was me moving back to my hometown, which is the place where all of my traumas and hurt really began. So having to come back to my hometown and sleep on the same bed with the same exact sheets that I slept on in my adolescence and teenage years was extremely humbling and traumatic. And at first I was pissed at myself, pissed at the world, pissed at my spirit team, pissed at God because I had felt abandoned. I felt like a failure, and I felt like I was just going through so much unnecessary shit after already going through so much unnecessary shit. I just felt like the world was dogpiling on me. But, since being here for a month, I've really had the time to pour into myself, which I have not had time for the last 4 or 5 years because I've been a stay-at-home mom to 2 boys with complex needs. And if you know, you know. You don't get time to think or do anything for yourself for very long. But now that I've gotten time to just relax, pour into myself, meditate, pray more, journal more, I've uncovered a lot. And as of recently, I've started to understand that me moving back to my hometown has been especially intentional as well. Like, I am literally being sat down and I was forced, to, face and re-examine all of my old triggers, where they came from, how they came to be, and, what really wounded me as a child and as a teenager. And in really examining them and looking into them, it's allowed me to see them from a different perspective now that I'm older and I'm more mature, and I actually have, the mental tools and resources that I need to actually heal them instead of, further repressing them. I don't feel like I would have been able to do that anywhere else but here. Being back at square one allows me to completely reset and rebuild the foundation for myself, and I'll be able to build upon that foundation more healthily so that I'm not carrying the same wounds and traumas that I've dealt with before. And baby, if that ain't true alchemy, I don't know what is. Because I've said this before, you really have to take the negative situations that happen to you in life and flip it and make it work for you in ways in which you can grow. It's possible. It may be hard, but it's possible. And being in such a rush to run away and escape my hometown almost 5 years ago not only caused me to, repeat the same toxic behaviors and patterns, but I made a lot of reckless and impulsive decisions because at the end of the day, I did not care how I was going to get away. My goal was to just escape, get away, and never look back. And that did not get me anywhere, except for right back in my hometown. So I've been in my hometown again for about a month now, and I feel like Spirit is preparing me to launch again. I don't know where, I don't know how, I don't know when, but I feel like I'm being prepared. But this time Spirit was like, you're going to sit down and you're going to journal every day, you're going to pray, you're going to meditate, you're going to face and address these traumas, because where you're going next, you got to pack light. You can't take all that with you. You're going to hurt your back. Bag Lady, Erykah Badu. That song has so much deep meaning. Go listen to it, okay? This is your sign. But yeah, I realize and understand that I cannot take all of the trauma, all the toxicity with me to these new places where I'm going in life, because I've been praying and manifesting for all these new things, and these new things require new thought, new energy. And holding on to old energy is just going to continue to weigh me down and hold me back. And I've had enough. I'm tired of being weighed down. I'm tired of being held back. It's time to move forward. So yeah, I didn't mean to get all up in your business and preach to you on this beautiful Sunday, but I did. And my hope for you is for you to truly heal, because I want you to travel the world. I want you to experience, the new blessings and manifestations that you are calling into your life. I want this new energy coming in for you to be so fulfilling that it brings you so much joy and peace every single day of your life, sis, bro, they, them, I don't care what you identify as. But my point is we have to heal from the root. We have to heal from within first. We cannot continue to carry old baggage and old energy with us if we're trying to move forward. The traumas that you run away from, that you're scared of, they're going to keep following you and showing up in different faces in different places, because they're essentially boogeymans, and that's what boogeymans do. And completely banishing those boogeymans and healing those traumas is going to look a lot different for everyone, okay? We're all different people. Whether that's working with a licensed professional, joining support groups online or in person, doing yoga, meditation, different healing practices to really heal yourself, it doesn't matter. Different strokes for different folks. The point is, you have to heal the old in order to help bring in new, refreshing, healed energy for you to be propelled and move forward. I'm rooting for you, and I love you. You got this.